No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real, real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck under covers. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look. Drop it in it. Give a lot of opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't give face that before, so I live it up. When I come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Flock of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your Highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings continue to move through the season and want to on the year. It's the Lions going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Thomas Rose with his first carry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Stafford's in some pain apparently. Yet to arise following the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing is Manning on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
When the linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They start the drive with Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got some space here. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a give running right. It's Cook. He spins free. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kerry Hyder in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have taken the early lead over the Bills. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. First down, this is Rawls. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third and 2, Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. On the ground, Rawls. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Stafford on third and goal. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll run for it. Rawls. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Thomas rolls, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Second down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got hold on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Bridgewater now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go.
Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw on second down. Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. First by him near the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A handoff right to Rawls. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Rawls. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Third and long, it's Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly, and that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jarrett Davis. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action. Bridgewater being chased out left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Frank's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They run it again with Cook. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, the drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They go again with Rawls. And some space here. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Stafford finding his big tight end, Ebron, for a Lion first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And he is knocked down from the side. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. Wait,
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Handoff comes to Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Let's go. Wide
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Tate. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught on the right side by Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. To throw on second down is Stafford. Ebron's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Right side, it's Rawls. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Blue 58. Cut.
Bridgewater to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They run the counter with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And some room to work. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, Bridgewater again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Vikings on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Bridgewater. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Here we go. It's Boykin on 4th. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
They start on the ground with Rawls. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Left to Rawls. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. This is Reddick on the screen. And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Now they go screen. It's complete. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Back to throw. And it was the Bucs coming away victorious there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So out now come the Lions. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always. Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Detroit, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll have the short.
At the